Close your eyes and picture the most ancient thing you can imagine. You're probably thinking of a towering redwood, a silent, moss-covered forest. But what if I told you that forest is a newcomer, a recent invention? If you traveled back in time to when the first sharks were already patrolling the oceans, you wouldn't find a single tree, not one. No forests, no wood, not even a bush. Sharks have been swimming for 450 million years. They were already ancient by the time the first seed ever hit the dirt. To grasp how strange this is, you have to picture the world 450 million years ago. The land was a silent, rocky desert. No insects buzzing, no birds singing, because there was nothing for them to live in. Just rock, dust, and maybe a bit of green scum near the water's edge. But underwater? That's where the party was. And in this alien ocean, a new design emerged. Scientists have found fossilized scales from this era, belonging to the ancestors of sharks. These weren't great whites. They were small, likely toothless, but they had the blueprint, a skeleton made of lightweight cartilage instead of bone. It was a revolution in maneuverability, the start of an empire that would outlast everything. For the next 100 million years, while the land struggled to grow more than a bit of moss, sharks evolved. They grew teeth, they perfected the torpedo shape, they became masters of the deep. Then, finally, around 350 million years ago, plants figured out how to stand up. The first true tree, something like an Archaeopteris, reached for the sky. Think about that gap. For 100 million years, longer than the entire age of dinosaurs, sharks swam in an ocean that had no idea what a forest was. When the first leaf cast the first shadow, sharks had already survived their first global mass extinction. And this is where the story becomes truly epic. Since they appeared, sharks have witnessed the world end 5 times. They survived the Great Dying, an event so catastrophic it wiped out 96% of all marine life. The oceans turned hot and acidic, but the sharks endured, likely retreating to the deep, dark refuges of the abyss. They swam through the age of dinosaurs, and they watched from the depths as the asteroid hit. Their secret isn't brute strength, it's adaptability. They aren't picky eaters. Their design is so efficient, so perfected, that nature hasn't felt the need for a major update in hundreds of millions of years. So we have it all wrong. We see sharks as primitive, but they're permanent. When you look at a shark, you aren't just seeing a fish. You're looking at a lineage that is older than the rings in a tree, older than the mountains on our horizon. They are the silent witnesses to our planet's entire violent history. After surviving 5 mass extinctions and outlasting the very concept of a forest, the only question left is, will they survive us?